Okay folks, today we're going to be doing Ronan by Taylor Swift. If you haven't checked out the song already, it's a really nice song, a little bit of finger picking, got 4 chords in it and 4 sections as well. If you haven't checked out the song or bought the song out of iTunes, I would advise doing so, because all the proceeds do go to a good cause, so it is worth getting, plus it is a really nice song as well. Okay, so let's get started with it. Okay, so our first part is a little riff based on 3 chords. It appears at the start of the song, and start of the first verse, and then after the chorus as well. Okay, so this is kind of like half of the verse we're doing here. So what we're going to be taking is we're going to be taking a C chord, which is this. We're going to be taking an A minor 7 chord, and we're going to be taking an F sus2. We're going to be adding in this high E note onto that as well. Okay, so our C chord, if we can see, is built like this. Okay, that's our 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 5th string. Middle finger is going to be played at the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and we're going to use our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so that's going to give us our C chord. Then we're going to use our A minor 7 chord, which is lifting off the 3rd finger, and that brings us in an open 5th string over the top. Strum down from the 5th string again, and then we put our 3rd finger down to the 4th string at the 3rd fret and strum from there. Okay, so that'll give us our 3 chords to start with. Now, let's put the tab up on the screen now, and we'll use these chords to help us work through the tabs. Okay, so this is our first part. You can see we start with our C, and we play a total of 5 notes all together. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you how to play this. We're going to be using our thumb. Okay, our thumb is going to be playing the notes on the 5th and 4th string for this part, and then our index is going to play the 3rd string down here, our middle is going to play the 2nd string, and our 3rd finger is going to play the 1st string. So what's going to happen is, we're going to be playing first of all the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret, like so, so we're using our thumb there, 3, 2, and then we're using our middle finger on the 2nd string, then up to the index finger, our 1st finger, on the 3rd string, and then back down to the 1st fret note with the middle finger. So we'd get... Okay, so that'll give us our first part. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lift off our 3rd finger up here and play exactly the same thing. So we're just going to be playing this. You can see the only difference being that we've lifted the 3rd finger off, but the picking patterns remain the same. So put them together, you'll get... like so. And then we're going to move our 3rd finger ahead, just ahead of this middle finger note, on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And what's going to happen is we're going to play from here, we're going to play from the 4th string, we're going to play thumb, 1st finger, middle finger, back up to the index finger, our 1st finger, and then we're going to use our 3rd and our middle finger together to play 2 notes together like this. And that will lead us into our last bar, where we wait, so we go 2, 3, and then it would be played and 4 and. Okay, that's with the 3rd finger, the 3rd finger note here, played with the thumb here, 4th string. Then we're playing our middle finger on the 2nd string, index on the 3rd string. Okay, so we'll put this all together, and this will be our first part complete. Okay, and then we repeat that round until we reach the second sort of section of the verse as we go along. We're going to add in a G chord at the end. So let's move on to that second section now. Right, this second section of the verse, this comes in sort of halfway through each of the verses. What's going to happen is on the 1st verse, when she says, "I remember those blue eyes," there's like a little pause before that, and then she sings that. This is where this section comes in, the C, the A minor 7, the F sus2 and the G. Okay, so we'll put the tab up on the screen now so you can see. pretty much everything's the same. The first two bars are exactly the same. The F sus2 is going to change slightly at the end, and we're adding in a G chord at the end. Now the G chord, all we're going to have to do is move from this F shape that we had before, move the middle finger up 2 strings. Okay, so we're going to be thinking about climbing up the ladder here. We're going to move it up this way. So it's 1, 2. Okay, and that's going to take us up to here. Okay, so let's play through this. This is how we should want this one to sound. So we're going to play through the C, A minor 7, F sus2, G. Okay, so let's just go to the F sus2 because we know how to play the C and A minor 7 already. The F sus2 is going to be played like this. So this is thumb, index, middle, index, middle. Okay. Then we're going to go to this note here, which is right up to the G chord. So this is our low 3rd fret on the 6th string. We're going to play the 6th string with our thumb. We're going to play the 4th string with our thumb, and then we're going to play our middle finger on the 2nd string, index above, and middle again. So we should get this sound. Alright, so play that all the way through again. We'll have the next part of our verse, and then we can move on to the chorus. Okay, so that's how our second part of our verse goes. That takes us all the way through until we reach the chorus, where we're going to do a little bit of strumming. So let's move on to the chorus now. Okay, so as you'll probably have noticed so far, I've kept everything really basic. Taylor Swift's guitarist, he plays a lot of different sort of almost improvised sections where he's adding in notes here and there, but we're just going to keep it simple so that pretty much anybody tackling this song should be able to get this sounding pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do the same with the chorus. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. So I'll put the tab for this part up on the screen as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be playing an F major 7, a C and a G, and that's pretty much it for the chorus. It's quite easy. So we're going to start with F major 7. The shape we're going to use is this one here. Okay, so we're taking our 3rd finger and we're popping it on the 5th string at the 3rd fret, and our pinky is going to sit underneath that on the 3rd fret. Then we're going to the 3rd string with our middle finger, 2nd fret, and our 1st finger is sitting here at the 1st fret of the 2nd string. I'm going to strum down this one twice. Okay, you can use your thumb, or if you have a pick, or strum down with your nails and your index finger. It's really up to you how you do this. I'm going to do it with my thumb to start off with here. Then we're going to change to a G. We're going to do what I like to call an old school G, just like this. Okay, so this is our 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the 6th string, middle finger, 2nd fret of the 5th string, and our pinky is here at the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, so that's us strumming that down twice. Then we're going to get to the C. Now as you can see on the tab, there's like a little riff here. We're going to hammer on this 4th string note. We're going to play an open 4th string, and we're going to push down our middle finger onto that note to create another note. And then we're going to play the open underneath on the 3rd string, and then we're going to play the 2nd fret note that we just played on the 4th string, but flick off the finger so we get a little sound like that. Okay? Like so. Okay, so that's our first part. Then we're going to change back onto the F now. Okay, for that part we're going to add in a little riff as well. So we're going to play the F. 1, okay, that's 1 strum there. And then we're going to go on to our index finger note here on the 3rd string and play index, then it's 3rd finger, middle finger, index, middle. Okay, so play that again. So it's index, 3rd, middle, index, middle. Okay. Now depending on what chorus you're on, you will repeat these 4 bars around, okay? And when it comes to the end of the chorus, you'll do the 2 bars that you can see on the tab at the end there, okay? So if we were repeating it round, this is what it will sound like if we're repeating from the F to the F. So this is the first 4 bars repeated round. This is if you were playing, say, the second chorus. Okay, so you can hear we can go around that and C, so the F, the G, the C, and the little F part there. Then when we're finishing it off, we go to play the F again twice, and we strum down the G once. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll play with all that's written in the tab now, and this will be how the first chorus goes through. So here we go, here's our first chorus. That's us, all through the chorus. All we have to do now is our little bridge section, and we have completed the song. Okay, so let's move on to that now. Okay, our bridge section, all we're going to do for this is we're going to be moving between an F, an A minor and a G, and F, C and G. Okay, so these are the chords we did before. I'll put the shapes up on the screen for you, just so you can see them. So you can see we're using F, A minor, G and C, shapes that we've used already. So use these shapes to help you out. Strumming wise, what we're going to do is we're going to be playing the F first. We're going to go 1, 3, 4 and. So what we're doing is we're letting the first chord strum last for 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, and we're doing that with other ones as well. So we're going to go to A minor, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay. Now we can do lots of different patterns on this, like the guitarist for Taylor Swift, but we're just trying to keep this nice and simple, okay? So don't worry too much if you're like, there's some picking patterns missing here and there, okay? We're just trying to keep this as simple as possible for you folks. So we're going to be doing this. Okay, see there's 2 bars of G, then back to F, then a C, then a G for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4 and back to F again, A minor, and then G, then F, C, right, and we'd finish the bridge on that G, okay? That's all there is to the bridge there. So 1 bar of F, 1 bar of A minor, 2 bars of G, 1 bar of F, 1 bar of C, 2 bars of G. Okay, that's all there is to it, and we repeat that around twice. Once we've done that, back into the chorus and all the way through to the end. Alright, so hopefully you guys find this useful, and be sure to check out some of my other videos. I've got other Taylor Swift videos and numerous other artists as well, so feel free to check them out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I shall see you in the next video.